Hello, I am DD Sawant from JT Arts Science and Commerce College for Women, Malegaon District, Nasik. The topic which I had selected, that is air pollution. As air, which is a mixture of gases, moisture and some inert materials, controls life on earth. It is a reservoir of oxygen needed by man and other animals and of carbon dioxide essential for plants. Any contamination in air may disturb the whole atmospheric system, which is an insulating blanket around the earth. Without air, there would be no clouds, no winds, no rain, no snow, and no fire. In other words, there would be no life on earth. The atmosphere, which shields the earth from ultraviolet radiations, becomes progressively tenuous with increasing distance from the earth. About 75% of the earth's atmosphere lies within 16 kilometers from the surface and 99% of it lies below an altitude of 30 kilometers. As it constitutes immediate physical environment of living organisms, and the atmosphere is layered into four direct distincts, which are the first layer, which is near to the earth, that is a troposphere layer. Above the troposphere, stratosphere is there. Next one, third layer, that is a mesosphere, and the fourth layer, which is a thermosphere. So as the composition of the atmosphere, components of the atmosphere, those are in a percentage which are given. Nitrogen, which is a in atmosphere, that is a 78.08%. Oxygen is 20.94%. Argon is 0.93%. Carbon dioxide, which is a 0.03%. Neon is 0.0018%. Helium is 0.0005%. Methane is 0.0002%. Krypton, which is a 0.000 in very less number, and carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, we will see. The sulfur dioxide, which is a 0 to 0.0001%. So hydrogen is present, nitrous oxide is present, xenon is present, again ozone, which is present, nitrogen dioxide is present, iodine, ammonia, carbon monoxide, which is present. Now, what is the air pollution? Air, which is consist of various gases, liquids and solids, which are present in this atmosphere in high in number, so which harms the humans, other organisms or materials. And it may be defined as an atmospheric condition in which certain substances are present in such concentrations that can produce undesirable effects on man and his environment. The sources of primary air pollution, those are fuel combustion, which is a 21%, industrial processes, it is 12%, miscellaneous 10%, and much more of the transportation. The sources which are due to the in the pollution, those are air transportation, which are 57%. So the main sources of air pollution, those are automobile. Mainly motor vehicles are a major source of air pollution throughout the urban areas. They emit hydrocarbons, carbon monoxide, lead, nitrogen oxides, and particulate matters. In strong sunlight, certain of these hydrocarbons and oxides of nitrogen may be converted in the atmosphere into photochemical pollutants of oxidizing nature. So the addition to these diesel engines, when misused or badly adjusted, are capable of emitting black smoke and malodorous fumes. Here, natural and the man-made, these are the two particular types. So the natural form of particulate matter is the result of volcanic dust and gases. Man-made particulate matter comes from many sources. So the sources, those are combustion of fuel to generate heat and power, produce smoke, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, and fly ash. Petrochemical industries generate hydrogen fluoride, hydrochloric acid, and organic halides. As many industries discharge carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, ozone, hydrogen sulfide, and sulfur dioxide. Industries discharge their waste from high chimneys at high temperature and high speeds. Miscellaneous pollution which is been created. This comprises burning refuse, incinerators, pesticide spraying, natural sources. Those are wind-borne dust, fungi, molds, bacteria, and other nuclear energy programs. All these are contribute to air pollution. So the vertical diffusion of pollutants depend upon the temperature gradient. When there is a rapid cooling of lower layers of air, there is little vertical motion and the pollutants and water vapors remain trapped at the lower level, and the result is smog. The temperature inversion, which is more frequent in the winter months than in spring or summer, is a threat of human health. So the effects which are due to the air pollution, those are air pollution has now become a widespread problem, and every individual in one way or the other is facing. Those are local, regional. So as a forms of alternation, visibility, intensity of sunshine, precipitation amount, and acid rain. At this global effect, change in natural climate, rise of temperature, melting of snow, increase in carbon dioxide, increase in particulates, holes in ozone layer, etc. Several aspects of air pollution, such as effects on the ozone layer, greenhouse effect, smog, and acid rain, have already been discussed. These effects of air pollution can be grouped under the following heads: on human health, on animals and plants, on atmosphere, and other effects. As on human health, some environmental poisons can cause acute illness and even death. Others may be harmful, although the disease may take years or even decades to appear. Air pollution mainly affects the respiratory system, as bronchitis, emphysema, asthma, and lung cancer are some of the chronic diseases caused due to exposure to polluted air. It is feared that lung cancer is caused mainly due to polluted air because carcinogens are found in the polluted air. Its mortality rate is higher in urban areas, and here various effects of air pollution on the human body, as sulfur dioxide is the most serious and widespread air pollutant. Its lower concentration is a cause of spasms in the smooth muscle of bronchitis, bronchioles, and its higher concentration induce increased mucus production. So here sulfur dioxide is also considered to cause cough, shortness of breath, spasm of the larynx, and acute irritation to the membranes of the eyes. It also acts as an allergic agent, and with some compounds sulfuric acid is formed, and hence which may damage lungs. Next one, that is carbon monoxide, which often affects the oxygen carrying capacity of blood. Nitric oxide is reported to be a pulmonary irritant, and its excess concentration may cause pulmonary hemorrhage. Hydrogen sulfide is also toxic. Lead emitted from automobile exhausts is a cumulative poison and is dangerous particularly to children and may cause brain damage. As particulate pollutants such as asbestos, silica, carbon, beryllium, lead, etc., are capable of exerting a noxious local action in the in terrestrial areas of the lungs. Radioactive elements are also harmful to man and other living organisms. So, as described earlier, smog has a killer effect, which is the result of air pollution, and the death toll by smog varies from few percent to thousands. In December 1952, about 4,000 persons died in London due to smog. Similar cases have been reported in London itself in 1956, 1957, and 1962, in which the death toll was between 700 and 1,000 persons. So, in other countries also smog deaths have been reported. In fact, the growing air pollution has now become a health hazard for man. Now, a corona, which is a disease, which is a prolonged to all over world. So this is widespread damage for all living beings. So this is a chronic poisoning results which has been injected in the atmospheric pollutants. So to take care, thank you very much.